Oche EPL no. And no Ivan Toney. I say for me, the Saudi Pro League is on a par with the English Premier League. If Al Ali were in the Premier League, we'd give it a good go and would be closer to the top 4. It is a quality league, and people should should not turn their noses up. We saw Al Hilal play against Man City and beat them. Ivan Toney and Samoa, watch out check Guardian. Kowa Kratano, Tony Chemwa, one of the GDS Saudi Pro League, and the English Premier League, Omo yard pa. Ya can say be at pa, not just say po, massa difference be a shadow sa. Now say Omo Al Ali and Komubo EPL Nibia and come back closer to the top 4, Nebia number 5, number 6, Al Ali, baby, Siakano, Ebebo EPL Nibia. Bet me the best 5 and 6, bet top 4, no, and I say big crap. Womuberam, non your GDA, SS Saudi Pro League, top league, and you can so be a castle and yet, where the Yana, Nanuata Al Hilal, Man City boy, no, so be a who SS Hilal, she sitting, Ashio Muye, and Jesus one pass here, yet the Hilal by EPL, no Sebe Shasitia, Obacaso EPL, no so, and the chess Saudi Pro League, and all, Ivan Toney and some of them, Ebabonte for a drink, Ebra for some, no, Ninan is Ivan Toney so EPL no and the Saudi Pro League in the massa no bosso what I say and some rano and it to try a timamo Jumadian so and you rain na uram key match incident panel the English Premier League awemo and a Premier League matches so abra VAR and review decisions week games anymore now the last game week I boy August 30th, and as our games, etoja na match incident panel. Key ones, Wama Babonti say VAR. Mistakes mienu. Games so. The English Premier League in moi. Wama de Babonti. The kind. Almost see Josh King. Go. Editia Chelsea Bobo Konwabra. Normally Fulham. Edding Ebony. Na Sagono. VAR ruling off match incident panel tonight, so I'm saying a legitimate goal. Then you can say VAR a chopper are going off into Chelsea Yamutin Edimo Honor. One was a mistake. I told you no VAR no August 30th no now a Wolves any Everton and I have Wolves Lucy's game no now Omuchemwa none can say VAR. Award the penalty Edema Wolves incident be a sparking controversy. Yes again, man. So VAR no anya there. SM1 award penalty. And Farmer Wolverhampton Wanderers. Some Bobo Kone no. 2 key incident a match. Incident panel. EPL no more. One dia babon say mistakes are VAR no August 30 wa bra. Na Premier League games toja. Ya dia hon sam no ejema. Jumadi no eso Manchester City. We are mobile now say Omar Mush. Oko Egypt national team camp no. Wakopra na wanya knee injury ente ya weekend games a ebasono Manchester United and Man City game no enya dia Omama Mush ebetumi abo sabo ni bi na mebacho Omama Mush plano e the City injury list na kwa ni mo ni nyane se wakoka Ryan Cherki, Ryan Aitnori, Marcus Bettinelli, Josko Vadiol, Abdulkadir Kuzanov, Rico Lewis, John Stones, Phil Foden, Matteo Kovacic, Nico Riley, Calvin Phillips, Savino, Akoko Munyao, Chiron Maway, City players, Apprenti, and Yadia Wabra games, and so Tokano, AJ Free or Bad Mamo, Ewom, Jumadian. So now, what is that David Coote? Sarah Frina, video be Bob on Tiana, or make it derogatory comment about Jurgen Klopp. Am I a yini free referee mu? English Premier League ni mo? And I'm so my UEFA, Baneno, and now we are never cho Uram, police form, I say, UK. Yes, you're my charge, Orano, na charge you na, many Samimu do come office, and I'm say, hey, Kagana. And then Kenya, Gugumo, Koma charge in the court. Now, Ura, you come, and Rabbi Honum, Nasamrano, You're saying your friend making an indecent image of a child. Na eno na mi wura mu na so me pese me hu say the ade ne te ni nyina ne say referee no ho akoka also as part of investigations ye koje ne phones ne computers ne laptops e ofie e na ye hwehwehwehwe nkomo bi odi wo so ene aniema bi oye e wo sa gadget so ne ko hu say oh ora no say wa download the videos bi agu ne computer ne so wa save images bi agu ne computer ne laptop so a enum e show enkwada Womunyandi endru mfie du watwe womu body part ni bia UK demon say a sexually attractive body part na mrani say sa kwada on di mfie du watwe sebi otwa picture bi koto internet ne so na ne no fo ho adwe kakra na panyi uko na ko download sa image no ana say bia waye video bi na ne no fo ho abie ne sere ho abie na we panyi na kona ko download na beto machine so na UK police chiwa your offense na say ai momra Ghana maza images I show on tinta video no so a ya save bi agu e phone so ya save o share and I say o download there ni nyina na emrenti samra ni bi enam ye den achi David Kuta one so call any police ho enso akocha yam so no eyen nsem am e free ho ba ye de emamo ewo eye dwumade ne so enem anwumre de tiem ene so urem ewo komo wo mo ase ya de tiem se Syria no echemu a ono na enya Syria Rising Star of the Month for August enti nkwada no musia kan o league nim no womo omomodin bokon kan pa no akodi Nico Paso for the month of August to abrobo edemakomo womo eboboku na no eje free obede mamo ewo eyedwumaje so PKB group of companies womo ese brabeje car batteries any car tires mono ewo mase no e na use ma car na ebeboa na bibia so aye kama ede ama ewo ho ye sound true ga no security doors and so mo bi every Turkey Italy and afa Germany ni nyina oba obenya bi o PKB aso ye tafo enkamofu ase no hwa ni mu pe ho and mo fori kromo mo tafo ni road junction and afa so do ani chemo Tashinu Ngwa beach ewo eye enkran brigade also obem PKB ewo ho 0209170030 ano omo number of promise eba ma onupa ni nyina bi drona etu nyadwa ni nyina ase no eboa my immune system na nya hodin general body weakness and afi manage stress and so ama begin bibi journey bi ewo promise eba aseye from 0535 544 681 and I saw do any betchemo Boshaba Plaza I admitted this asori no edianum hwe ewo edumeho and a promise eba ewo perfect skin and body therapy bra your skin e come skin rashes beko nipadua ne be come skin ne beto so sa kwada foforo dia perfect skin and body therapy ye ne so ben stretch mask otwa any tattoo free skin and ye wia ne body slimming body enlargement ne ama flat tummy ede account kuma se Boshena Bram Junction Accra osu akwaje park sitas abron sign mo and attack de Ketan Junction e also we perfect skin and body therapy holy mosquito spray and coil womo echremu an tontom adwene pa na obeda na konkron just wagen tontom police and tontom police no a holy mosquito spray and coil jibiva coffee kum tontom ni nyina na da na konkron for any chem ewo ye offices na eje odie anase odie odwani chem ewo Kumasi depot na ye wadum traffic light 03220376623 anara supermarket ana provision shop bia ubenya holy mosquito spray and coil na wato na odikofie Twisco energy food drink Promotional Ghana Limited enam ediaba 2 cities per ubenya Twisco energy food drink bi ahodi wom vitamins emani pediano enso enya ahodi kwada no ekosko afa bi so mo lunch box ni mo udi so ne milk eka ho a na wanum eno ano no you are good to go your 20 grams sachet 400 gram and your 400 gram in a tin into a provision shop na jo Twisco energy food drink na onso eko twane kema na bibia enye fine enfama Bosheba electrical solar and rechargeable table fans ebi eda so ewo yaso ye enya no nko a wo de 170 cedis bar ye mema standing fan na onso watumi age akofie akobon from api and so ewo honom ye branches no ya to apete dum pz ye ne kyetia market no edi anim he boshaba building ewo prisons runabout na Taco for dynamo and also ewo pz akwa obenya product ni bi na wato 0322030838 and number of boshaba electricals na ne omom edi enkomo ewo ho dache hima grand auditioning baso nyame ya domu akwasiade edi anim ya ewo Kumase SG More area no mienu 2 p.m. ena grand audition no baso we no audition one kind Kumase ene Asankregwa ena yakani nyina edi aboma yedi nkwada ni nyina bepiem ewo Kumase SG More na yabe grand audition na sakra ene ya selecting kwada na yedi almost started that hima new season intino wabofra woman no aba no abeta na chi na ureso emfisa obeto aba edi ama akwada no said be ya obeka the final selected queens na yedi omu ewrem ewo efie ho no ti aton side afro bria so omra no fa na nimonyam emeta dwumadi no enso echi boss good evening
Solo bibia bokode
nyame adom boss
bibia nyame ekosu kama
nyame adom bibia yo
okay kakrabi I force and so here from Santase Himai. My name is Jamba. Okay, I care that say ado boaten ado susu you be a program no tare pa ado so share from Belgium me hono di a free air barnes on aduana ba na omunyina wo Belgium ba me sure so mu cities no e be sesa obi a be wo different place nti kakra mo so ede aba eno no Clementino de refie na finse me wo fie nyina na Clementino the darling boy ede eguo ede amaye same nyame ya adoma na wotwe ebesimu Asante Kotoko ene Kwara United na ede siani ewo the CAF Confederation Cup pacho betwa Kotoko promotional jingle na mame twatum na yemfa promote game a eba so ewo Accra Sports Stadium na me yadoma kwasi ede be ne na wotwe so ewia no miensa pepe na game no ahyase na afi Kotoko so ma ho de no mo chance o makwantu ase for 2024-2025 CAF Confederation Cup no solo
boss
say why ready
aye
sa match no interest wo
oza
timbe say mo hye commentary na mo hye ni ye wo sa match no
Kotoko ne Kwara
no de bokwa commentary no
and they say where you head of commentary ho
antu na
accreditation ne de nipa 8 na omdin ko krata no so
nipa 8
krata mi no
na so mo chekire mo qualify 8 nyina qualify
8 ni nyina qualify
for Kotoko game no
aye
okay
say Accra first one and how can return leg no
there be make Accra
okay return leg ne dey say by bus
Same nti twatum Kotoko
back again. This
manfo ante di same sa bobiem na Facebook for no o monte Kotoko ni enyom de
Thomas enyom no oh debi unse o mo no ya na Facebook no mo mra no I don't know but me sure say Pa Thomas enyom na hiem no maybe I ya na copyright achiw
producer so omunya hwe twa tu visa
Facebook restriction you know.
We are back again. And gentlemen, are you ready? Sorry, Abba Sports Stadium, Kosiada, 21st September, Santi Kotoko against Kwara United, 3 p.m. Nejandam 12 near Beer Gate, where your Cup Confederations Cup prelims and yes, sir, Nayakoyanim at Accra Sports Stadium, popular stand, 50 Ghana cities, center line, 70 Ghana cities, lower VIP, 100 Ghana cities, and the upper VIP for a cool 150 Ghana cities. Where your home away from home, and your beer. Sorry, Waka. Our Cross Sports Stadium is the Cup Confederations Cup. It's Kumasia Santi Kotoko against Kwara United. Ejanaso. Fabulous.
Santi Kotoko.
Okay. A man for still so man to you, Zulu.
Oh, I'm the two. We the second one on the sound.
Oh yeah, sure. Because Edward K. Ajman was we didn't hear anything. On was as please do the Kotokotin again. Oh, Nadia our day Abba and no. Anthony Boache also heard from Luxembourg. Anthony, yeah, that's it. Sasso and go for Sapon. On so share na Kofi Jesse. Omunina it is all last league, started a weekend from Friday. Say has and Ho United
Accra Sports Stadium number 7.
Okay.
Kick off.
Okay. Na adia chimeme da kotokoni Chelsea.
Bekum Chelsea na Gold Stars so atene fiabo. United. Yes, Gold Stars ne Bechimi Saturday. Kotoko any Bekum Chelsea Saturday.
To Gold Stars both Saturday we are.
Yes.
Acha the wukwada de ne so mu free Algeria.
Oh yes.
Oh, okay. There's some free and no
Algeria.
Gold Stars we da bohum. Omo bohum na kotoko so bohum.
Gold Stars be kwa away first.
Mbekwa away same checking here. There's the following week no CAF Confederation Cup na Champions League.
We drew on a year league in Barcelona dey on be postpone kotoko games no.
Omni Gold Stars games. But ade ba kwa American say solo. Game no on say enye Kumasi akotoko supporters dudu na wo. Benim say kotoko supporters e won kan.
Yeah.
Any Eastern region, Central region so bring, Volta region so bring. So Western Krano, oye wada, so we host so bring. Abetimi dey aka ho.
Yeah. But Gold Stars be first leg no fear.
Fie.
Yes.
Next one be Saturday
30th.
Accra Sports
20th, yes.
Na dey chen na kotoko abo.
Yes.
Hey pitch bebre.
Say say na me dey man you dreams here wa.
A pitch ni bebre.
But say pitch ni dey.
Di hu yi. Okay.
But sen person preserve minim de ntia omode has game no initially nanka has communicated some be boy University of Ghana Stadium enti no so omo person omo yi pressure free pitch ni so they are me GDA sen ko so omo has game ni ko Legon nanka omo prepare the train kotoko ni Gold Stars game
be de ba bi ehia me eni se nipa be ko stadium
because has the no crown boss on be sabo curtain raise o unze last season omo launch initiative on friend say happy hour no omo afi so say about
omo say happy hour na ba
bantu ombe bo curtain raiser ansa na house abo enwumre no so but the good thing is that on say house abo Friday no me sure say nuntina omo de house game ne ba Friday say the be omo betime anya be say 1 week esade aye pitch ne ho adwuma ansa na Gold Stars abo Saturday
me de hia me ye ba akopɛ se nipa be ko stadium ho
yeah
nti se omo ma ticket no kwan ye fa so benya ticket ne ye fo a e pushi nipa momoto e momoko stadium enu ase na no pe na me hwe video bi Black Stars game omo ne Malibon na sen yan uni say do time bi omo two gate na man for free wo
omo free baby a Accra on say ye was stance ni bia ne ma nipa nko ho no eno na ye match ba ko ket mu ko display banners ne ade a ye so omo ska omo ko je omo embu ho akonta no e ho nyina ache na NSA ne ye force on baby ho na ma supporters akọ nti won nyina o mkotena ho ho na ye se ho na ye week na on be ba renovation and san ya ma supporters akọ we game no mu ni option bia because so jai ni pa ne se obe mana tena baby a encrofort ne hwa ye mana stampede betimi asi ti na NSA ni option bia ti boss asoro ni nyina omo bie ma mkotena ho ena encrofort busa se ticket no na NSA twabro so ana say omuma nkrofo ewura mu free at a point
na say you for no
because NSA the babontin say Accra Sports Stadium no because of our closest side been 26,000 tickets
and on
beton together with complimentary 26,000 and no crown boys on say yeah hanum the football terms pass also be a stadium for 26,000 people and it's all ticket no crown money draw for contingency sake to say they be free stands bare money at it was also travel 23,000 now tunnel job 3,000 so e be kure be drew baby no crofo free gate asem bi ni ade but on 26 and still na they aka no crofo bu for asoma e ho no ye ma so hunti no me nim how omo ebeye no say but me sure say kotokone has games na bia ye nya 26 ni nyina ye nya 26 ni nyina but ye hwese ahobambo ho nsem ebekọ enkan na ye nya casualty bia na se ye nya problem bia wa bra sa 2 games no ekoso because sa games no games a ehia ye pa titu Go Stars but me kra na me senka Go Stars supporters no be dinka ko Accra Sports Stadium Saturday no ke possible anko mo ntwen na nka omo support kotoko kakra ansana omo abai ka o hwe Go Stars de ne Saturday ananka Sunday o de kotoko de na
so din komo e mame Jimo Yorin communications director. I hope I got the name right.
Yeah, it's Jimo Bashir.
Jimo Bashir, okay. The communication director for Kwara United. So lomuna nyame ya aduma ko se de be na wotwe so.
Okay.
Omuni asante kotoko di AC nti. Mi jemu di amount na one opinion edin enkomo. Ti yenko.
What's in the DNA say?
Jimo, what they can Jimo
Bashir. Okay. Good evening. You are live on Oyerepa Radio and Oyerepa TV in Ghana. Can you hear me?
Okay. Good evening. I'm hearing you loud and clear.
Oh, okay. Regarding your game with Asante Kotoko, we know that we have less than 2 weeks to the game. How is your team gearing up for? Yes, exactly. How is your team gearing up for that important fixture with Asante Kotoko, being the first leg in Ghana?
That the Kwara United is gearing up. You know, the Nigerian Premier League, which is the apex league in Nigeria, just started. We just played 3 matches in the series, and Kwara United played first at home. They drew against Ikorodu United as 0-0. They went away to lose to Rivers United by a lone goal and came back home to defeat Kun Khalifa by 2-0. That's to tell you that we have just played 3 matches in the league. The team is just coming up, you know. They lost about 14 players last season, and they have recruited 14 now to replace them.
Oh, okay. So that is 14 new players added to the Kwara United team. How have these players been able to merge with the old players regarding the 3 games that you have played so far? You have 1 win, 1 draw, and 1 loss from 3 games. How is it going so far for these new players in the Kwara United team?
Yes, I think they are improving from one game to the other. You know, the first game ended in a draw. They lost the second game, and the third game they won 2-0. And the 2 players that scored, the 2 players that scored the 2 goals are new players. Talking about John Mark and the second player that scored the second goal. They are new players, meaning that the Kwara United carefully recruited these players, especially for the continental competition.
Oh, okay. I don't know if You are the communications director. I don't know if you speak with the technical team. Do they know Asante Kotoko that much before the game? Do they know their strengths and weaknesses, and what are they going to do in terms of tactics to plan and counter Asante Kotoko in the game?
Well, the normal practice in Africa, we don't have that facility in place. I don't know if you have that there in Ghana, if Asante Kotoko may have. But what we always rely on is what we get from the website. You browse the website of your opponents, some of the few things that you can take in, believing in that, you have enough for you to tackle whatever the challenges on the field of play.
Okay, so that means it's been very difficult for you. But recently, Asante Kotoko played some preseason matches. I don't know if your team had a chance to watch all those games as they were live on TV in Ghana. I don't know. They played in South Africa.
Well, I think...
yeah. They played in South Africa. They played a couple of games in Ghana. All those games were live on TV.
Even if we watch, it can never be 100%. It can never be 100%. Asante Kotoko, I know they have more than 40 players. You can only watch one game or two games where you have 11 players feature against your own. The only thing for you to pick there is the tactics, is the techniques of the game and all that, but not the players per se, their ability and capability on the field of play, but the general atmosphere surrounding the team in terms of what the team itself can do on the field of play.
Hey, Kotoko is seen as a giant in Africa. Does that put pressure on your team, or it motivates your players to rise up to the occasion?
Well, going by history, this is the fourth time that Kwara United will be playing in the continent. And I think we are not under any pressure because either we like it or not, we have tasted the competition before, and we have gone far. We have gone as far as the quarterfinal in one occasion, and also last season, 3 seasons ago, we reached the first round. That's to tell you that we know the terrain a bit, not much, not much, but at least we'll try our best.
Okay, so judging from what you say, then you are telling us that we should not expect Kwara United to cause a major shock in Kumasi, in Accra. Sorry. Yes, well, judging by your previous performances in Africa that you just made mention of.
I can only tell you that with the squad Kwara United is parading this current session, Kwara United will not lose in Ghana, no matter what. Kwara United will not lose in Ghana.
Okay, you talked about your squad. I'll move to other questions here. So, who are the players to watch in the Kwara United team? The best players, the experienced players that would probably cause upsets in Ghana for Asante Kotoko.
Well, I think we have many of them. Just like I told you, we have 15 players on ground before the team recruited 14 more. The team won the Federation Cup just concluded season. We have a good goalkeeper, a good and tested goalkeeper, Suraj Ayeleso, and it will be in goal for Kwara United. We have strong defenders too, in terms of Yusuf Yaya, and we also have Olusegun Adeniyi. And in the midfield, we have Victor Adeoye. And in the attack, we have John Mark, and we have new players too, who are tested and trusted. I think they will give Asante Kotoko a run for their money.
Okay. You made mention of not losing in Ghana. You said you are coming to Ghana and you are very sure that you not lose. What do you stand on?
Exactly.
Yes, what do you stand on? Have you told your players? Have you motivated them enough? What are some of the tactical surprises we should expect from your team that is making you say that you are not going to lose in Ghana?
Yes, I think we believe in ourselves. We believe in what we have done. This in the beginning of this season, we played 2 pre-season competitions, and we have prepared enough and the government too, and the club management has motivated the players enough. You know, when we won the President Federation Cup, the government also gave the players money and plots of land. That's additional motivation, especially in the Confederation Cup.
Oh, okay. So when are we expecting Kwara United in Ghana? The game is supposed to be played the game is coming on in Accra. When are we expecting Kwara United? Your plans, your itinerary, your travels, and all of that.
I think the NFF must have communicated the Ghana FA, and the Ghana FA too must have communicated Ashanti Kotoko. Kwara United will be landing in Ghana on Wednesday, ahead of the match that is slated for Sunday at the Accra Sports Center in Accra.
Okay, all right. But let's talk about support here. I'm very sure that some supporters of Kwara United will be traveling to Ghana. What message are you passing on to the Kwara United supporters who would want to travel to Ghana to support their team?
We also have, apart from those that will come to Ghana from Nigeria, from Lagos, from other parts of the country, we also have a Nigerian community in Ghana, which we have motivated, which we have called to come out en masse to support Kwara United. You know, it's a continental competition. We have a Nigerian community in Ghana, and they are ready to support.
Okay, and aside that of Kwara United, I'm very sure you are also aware that Kotoko supporters can create an intimidating atmosphere for your team. How is your team going to deal with all of those hostile atmospheres that will be created at the stadium when the game comes on?
We are all aware of this. I told you earlier that this is not the first time the team is playing in the continent. We have encountered serious opposition in the past. We have played in Egypt, we have played in Morocco, and we have played in Niger Republic. They have hostile fans and hostile supporters, and that of Ghana will not be different, if at all there is, and if there at all there will be.
Okay, so you admit that Kwara United is the underdog in this fixture?
Is
the underdogs in this fixture? Would you agree with that?
Exactly.
Okay, so
I won't argue with that.
Oh, so you don't want to embrace that tag, underdog tag for Kwara United, or you see it as an unfair label to your club?
No, not so. At least we are what we are. We are Kwara United. We are up to the task.
Okay, so between Kwara United, your personal opinion, between Kwara United and Asante Kotoko, who would you brand the underdog in the fixture?
I will say Kwara United.
Sure, so that means you're embracing the tag?
Yes, yes, at least for now.
Okay, okay, that's fine. So, if in any case the first leg doesn't go in the favor of Kwara United, do you still believe that qualification could be secured at home in the second leg? In any case the first leg doesn't go in favor of Kwara United?
Well, in continental competitions like this, there are two ways to it in terms of results. The result that counts is the aggregate result. Even if you beat us 10-0 in Ghana, it is not over until it is finally over, until the end of the second leg in Nigeria, before we can say which team goes through and which team drops out.
Okay, that's fine. But beyond this fixture, beyond the tie, what is the broader vision of Kwara United domestically, internationally, in African competitions, or probably in African competitions? What is the broader vision of Kwara United, the broader vision of your team, beyond the Asante Kotoko tie, or beyond the CAF Confederations Cup?
Well, just like I told you, last season we ended up winning the Federation Cup, and our target for this season is to defend it well and also do well in the NPFL, that's Nigeria Premier Football League, and also go far in the Confederation Cup. Go far beyond Asante Kotoko, and as far as getting past Wydad of Morocco.
Okay. But for the purposes of little education, some people are sending us messages. We should educate them, but they want to know where the game, the second leg, yes, the return leg will be played, the venue, the state, and all of that.
The second leg will expectedly come up in Ilorin. That's a Kwara State Stadium Complex, now renamed Agbazika Ine Stadium, Ilorin, Kwara State, Nigeria.
Okay, so what is the distance from Lagos to Ilorin? That is the Kwara State. Probably Lagos to Kwara or Abuja to Kwara. The two of them.
Yeah, from Abuja.
By bus and by air.
Kwara.
By bus and by air, if you could help us with that.
Yes, from Lagos to Ilorin is just 25 minutes by air.
Okay.
And it's just 5 hours by road.
Okay, so Lagos
from
to Ilorin,
Abuja
yes.
To Ilorin, Lagos to Ehan. Then from Abuja to Ilorin is just 30 minutes by air and 7 hours by road.
Okay, so if a team decides to travel to Ilorin by bus from Ghana, that means they are going to spend not less than 12 hours in the journey. Probably 10 to 12 hours.
At most 13 hours. At most 13 hours.
13 hours from Ghana to Ilorin.
Exactly.
Okay.
It won't be more than that. It's just 13 hours by road. Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
That's from Accra, not from Kumasi. That's from Accra.
Yes, we understand. Yes, from the capital city. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Bashir. Thank you for your time this evening on Oyerepa 100.7 Oyerepa TV.
Thank you very much.
All
Thank
right.
you, sir.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, nti kasamafo edema Kwara United. Jimo Bashir ena yene no atwetwe nkomo no akasi egusu ye koso Oyerepa asusu ebewura na ye Gold Stars omusu game omuni GSK ebebo no yakodi nkomo ne ahwe GSK for so mo ho boaboa amode be fi Oyerepa abepim ewo Ghana Premier League baso de so Ghana ye nimbetia e clubs mienu omuko gina ya nemu ewo Africa kotoko CAF Confederation Cup and afi Gold Stars ombebo the CAF Champions League and ye de ho enkomo no siasia nti me sure sense ntwofo bebre na be fafom
Antibasha
amama kai Kalakuta Clementino kai Kalakuta na Kalakuta okay
nanu Michelle Sante Achimbo mpata ikupio wedding biase
na Kalakuta na
officer ponum
2008 2009 on se kotoko ball Confederation Cup kotoko ne Dolphins FC na Kalakuta FK Finkan ne ba baby ekobo ball no Dolphin ho Kalakuta bedru ya Ora Stadium na ref ni bo aben pobo no
yapon
nti
edikala anya commentary no
wanti anya commentary
no ko size no
anadona no say sim back to Ghana
and nti for your information no now say from Kumasi to Ilorin no will take us about 17 to 18 hours
yeah
cause from Accra na 13 hours no
na say Kumasi to Accra no by road no wanya ne fokra is 6 hours
okay and the 6 that be 19 hours so Kumasi will find say let's take it 19 18 19 na wo Ilori ti usi wa na no pa ya na onna mu kakra sa ntino enu za chinya de nchino na wo Ilori ho na bibia timi akoso
we no bia anya Kalakuta sem ho
e do be yana na no blaster ko ayi chadi enkofo ko du reference sami fa no
they all kind there
maduguri
they all kind there say return leg no obeso okobia plain simple Accra to Lagos wo de wache kura gidigidi kura wo de wache kura e 1 hour wo de wache kura e 1 hour
Accra to Lagos wache
na 1 hour afi ofi Lagos iko Ilorin you say kan say Ilorin and so say 25 minutes ntu kan mi enu goma wo de 30 minutes so to me chana say nti mo bi an ko
na ka say Kumasi na Accra ya o
mo bi an ko Kalakuta say mo ho eti kwara ne no madi nkomo no
we ko bi Ghana supporters bi ko ko jakotoko
okotoko circle for say ayi for supporters union no I say from say there be me ka say chairman so say supporters and national supporters the chairman solo ese was started
because
now organize buses
solo ya the power so you know a little education or the my distance no inside you know in terms say on be start aboabo mo they say that now the Kwara team no ever be do krom ha and na o pepepe na Kwara team no e wo krom ha so what I say according to Bashir no then na o pepepe na Kwara team no krom ha and abon no kwesiada you know be spending about 4 days before the game some about Wednesday Thursday Friday Saturday na Sunday no na game no akoso our Accra Sports Stadium and the Kwara for no so they are not coming here to lose they must know say na they Kwara e be lose krom ha
okay
it's either they win and also be draw
okay
na second leg you know or say second leg you know say aggregate score here so we share hand we share 10 wa na so no question 11 ya we go from it na o mo hwe ni mo so betimi aye okay and your person chese no bobo players bidding oboso goalkeeper na good obo defender
ade ba ko kai so omun lose game no ha
ai also omun lose
okay
then message to us
ya ma Clementino mfa ensem na wo fie no nto aso na afi oba Zakito wa ha wadi kante captain siasia na afi chiredi se Ubed onso age
obeko Nigeria o
chiredi obeko Nigeria obe represent life
obeko Nigeria
kan keti se Ubed TV
yeah, of course yes obo juma
hey scores
oso Morocco na o hwe ni so beko
Morocco no beko na wan kokwara abede no ko Morocco
o pese wondi o mu
oh Saturday dey be catch am for oh Nigeria ko bo your World Cup on Nigeria air board Denmark wa ba sha odo Denmark bo wi ko bo Brazil I think the 98 World Cup
98 France
na Nigeria o mu nya mo Denmark di nwie ye no Brazil for dey be kom yeah Brazil ko be fa so be ye o mo no match be 4 against Denmark so ka game Denmark mo be 4
e be san
so 4 di o ma nya Brazil ko nya ma so e bi so ko to ko say actually di no nko for mo me nyu Kwara di nwie ye wie Kwara di nwie azani adwunu Morocco ade no mo nwie ko kana
tiro yanko okay utie omo recent performance for Africa na nezo my active Africa kwa recently chen kotoko Ubed tiweniye okay oba yebe Ubed be you question we are normal mo na ufulu baba yara ayi no Frimpong Junior the question bi aba pese oba osise kotoko wie no na ekoba so mutimi qualifier o me work na hen on babo no
o so ka be inspection the moment that ka be inspection there mutimi so kuma say meet there and no requirement on be yam no
by information because on babo na kra wa
na the first 2 games on mutimi boy and san na bia group you know
how group ni kwa kra wa tenya ko group ni dia cap demand no captain enye de bo preliminary stage no
e be san bro ha
babo nkan
and omo ni mrena your boy first one we are na omo pina second leg no you know because work game no game
tino yanka tie poso nyame adumu a week 1 of the Ghana Premier League if you dey you know so na House folk e bia no e dia mayen na game no ya ka wo se e Ho United and omo ebo pocket iska we ato ho 30 Ghana 50 Ghana 100 Ghana 150 Ghana 200 Ghana way and get free House of folk e je nyame adumu a e kirechi ye no so brem na game no e ba so na yeguso ye ka House won sam no yemfa entudwa so way eye Ghanaian manufacturing company omo besi wa Accra na mom production de omo ye e free Pakistan and de eba edin no eye K Sports officially omo and bekete House of folk entade kama 2 years and na omutumi esane deal na meno ekese edie omo se unveiling of the jersey no omo de akoshe wochena no mbepa omo nsa no adwuma jersey no
ade weti no omo ye hwene nka ho asem
ade
ayi has for omo ye nyoma bia enye fe
oh ade
ochena ya wada obo first league game efiada say ye no kwese wochena no mu di jersey ne ba eti kwa be so no mbefa so market o mu jersey sam mo supporters na etimi ato jersey ne bi
season ye young nti ye sha ase kra
season ye young say
afi ne afuti ase
ehene ye kasa asem wi atinu
has ase be 2-3 years ba mu je simonya nsensem ho saa mu ne
he fa pa ne ka asem wi
ya asemo
ore to aso
okay eti house of folk na ye ka mu sam no mu se kire ya anopa no ndu mu hwe no mu se unveiling of the jersey no ebetumi aye adwuma na yenkwe anuman nientie Masud Didi Dramani head coach na the air to grass sese de ade na nisi super ya wo hwe no mu se week 1 against Hohoy never to aso no eye team bonding.
The most important thing is to see how players and staff are bonded. In the aspect of bonding in terms of the culture that we have instituted and the team philosophy that we try to introduce and try to enhance our practices was most welcoming, and this is an area that really endears my heart. Our goal is to try to compete, adversely in all the competitions across the structure of our football in Ghana. And so going in the early season against Hohoy United tells that we need to package ourselves strongly and stay consistent and more sustainable in terms of all the competitions of the year. Bonding is one thing that we really cherish. We try to do so many aspects that will help us to try to find the bonding. Now it's difficult for you to know who is a new player and who is an older player. All that we have is we have House of Folk technical staff base.
Masud Didi Dramani team bonding. Wahwe ne mu se be ya adwuma na on Friday omudi ahyasie against Hohoy United. Memra Kotoko ni edika tete ho akyerɛw se Kotoko ni Alpha Lotto edi nkomo da na akato na bro na league no afiti ase no good news a eba ene se Kotoko we no man certainty omusi yensa afi ba ko pe ne ehwe no kredi a nyina na ebedie nti afi ba ko 1 year contract ena Kotoko ene Alpha Lotto Limited etuma agree ase de omonso ebeka Kotoko sponsors no amanyema akoyie Minko Gold Stars na Gold Stars ebebo bechem first game almost 50 Ghana for VIP na regular no akọ for 20 Ghana we ene ne go Gold Stars charge on gate na yenko na najima ho Vision head coach makase ya na yehwe a ono no otimi se waasa Masudi Dramani no wote papa kasa no wote bruta na najima Vision head coach ene se adia wo hwe ne mu ye pa nse brade obefa bi mu ni nyina ne se wode na ni ba ko ehwe Vision no at the same time na wasa chene mu ehwe U17 no nanso possible say obekipu Vision on track.
I think because I'm keeping a double job, it's always very difficult. My chairman did well by bringing the team to Prom because the national under-17 was actually based there at the time. So we started a preseason from there. It was really good, but very difficult because we're now trying to sort out players. We had some certain players that we were looking at, certain players that were very sure, so we signed them immediately. We were actually looking at players coming from the 3rd division, the 2nd division, and all that. So we needed to probably take about a week or two to be able to sort them out, which actually delayed the actual start of pre-season. So we're a bit behind for sure, but they are at the point where they can compete in the first game, but naturally it's going to take us another 4 to 6 weeks to be able to find our feet. Very pleased with the young players that have come in. I love to develop. It's something that I enjoy doing. I like to take a player from nowhere and make the player somebody. Last season, I came to meet a bunch of players after going through bits and pieces and trying to put a few things together and developing them as individuals. We've been able to move a lot of players on. We've got players at Heart of Folk, we've got players at Adriana, players moved in and around, and we've got players that have also traveled out, which is something that I'm very, very happy about. This season is no different. We're still maintaining that vision of playing and developing players. So you heard me say that we brought in players from 3rd division and 2nd division. It means that it's a continuation of what we're doing. Players like Sanja and Kusi who came in, who were actually sought after by a lot of the big guns. They decided to stay for another season and try to develop a bit further so that they can also go back in, probably play for some of the big clubs next season or even move out of the country.
Na Jamai and I'm watching Kano. Was one you go so prepare team no na ohwe ne mu se ne target no ebe se top 4 aburusumpo 8 ne also bam this season.
the shape changes in almost every phase. Sometimes it's a triangle, sometimes we're building a box, sometimes we have the diamond in certain places. We use that to overload certain areas and to be able to have isolated players in certain areas as well. Sometimes we make the deep run depending on where the ball is. So once the players are able to learn these things and are able to execute it correctly, it gives the team a certain push and certain motivation to be able to get in dangerous areas and to be able to score goals. We did that last season. We're continuing this season, and hopefully we'll be able to use the same thing to be able to worry some team. Every coach thrives on competition. The idea that we have big coaches taking over big clubs, the idea that we even have big coaches, some of them taking over some of the small, lesser known clubs, this is really good for me as a coach. I mean, we're looking to make a jump. It'll be very good if we can be within the first 8. That would be a huge jump for us. For me as a coach personally, I always want to play in the top 4. It's good for my CV, as a coach, but then again, it's also good for the club to be able to move from, let's say, 11 to first 4. But look, we have to be very realistic. We are a young team. We're competing for places, but I think that top 8 would really be a huge jump for us as a club. I think that we're going to go further from the 3rd, 4th season, but the 1st and 2nd to maintain our position, to improve on what we did last season. But of course, first 4 is way ahead of us, but first 8 I think it's achievable, so we're going to do everything possible to be in the top 8.
Coach Tubrafo, yes coach, and team and Nanajamai and Morton and Canon. I'm Idra Bitchin here. Menka was season Eberami, or Mobile Modern and ya partnership be Weno or Money Banahene Specialist Hospital and Nakabum Wamo and the Bayer official healthcare partner. Get say we know agreement in Nano, Etimi Aye Juma Brana or Moyano, not just a GF president, Ewasia, or Moyano, a cabachim Nafese, we know vision
almost hand away.
Niye na Ebentis, I think some ra.
But I have Omoya Biduana.
Debbie, we say Banahene Specialist Hospital.
And I was a Banahene Special Hospital. No, Omoya Biduana.
Minion is a baby, a baby, okay. A prof, what can I say? Banahene Specialist Hospital. Okay. Yes.
I get to hear you, Mamma. Why? Okay. Banahene Specialist Hospital.
Yeah.
Better care. Every touch, every time. Banahene no. Yankoi.
Good. Na what vision of dreams and a theatre dreams and so meno eka said ye ubia on feeling de almost say Adam fragrance omo and na ebeye official partner starting from the upcoming league ni mu a we no uhwemu na je say yade a omo no MVP no has player bi obenya bia no omo be hwase na che say omo ama no abasobo de enti vision from vision to dreams FC omo and just say ebo modern etimi enyane dia adult fragrance and meno kase de jibo omuno monso a partner ede abomu menko aduana na aduana de meno kase de omaye business papa won say na no am de on players ne ba na number 17 18 players na me body me bo Reese Opoku Chumasi wan kiki ball kra meno kase de aduana ahunadi to Moldovan club and team and Sheriff Tiraspol and baby me no ka say the Reese Chumasi ono so akwakopi mu a Adriana Stars aye good business ewo eho enemo na Adriana krona no omo say yemfa abasobo pa ema won sponsor ni din ene Mega Clear Mega Clear Product Limited omo say ade a lebe fiti ase na fe league no abesha ase no omaba abaye omaye ewo training grounds a omo de abasobo ena ede ema wo mu so mo so abeye saade no ede ama wo mu eho enemo yenko baseke na fe yenko hwede no so etodwa eho na meno ekese de mo so anan so head coach Evans Augustine Adote se de 3 years contract omo de amanua week 1 ono ene do mo ebebo amanyema nyina no etumi akoso yie kama de tie eho no na yenko division 1 side TF Exponential Football Club omonso ananso striker team ene Dayale onso ono no eye Road 1 Club ene free eba na omukro na no diwo omawuram kese wedi JHS 1 akra yesa akra no utumu senhye pros ni din eye Dixon Balara ono ena me no kase die wonya 9 years ena mabomodin etimi amane contract akra no omonye no ebehwe abom kama Joseph Asari Bediako Solomon Carter head coach ono me no kase de ono nso Access Bank Division 1 afi yebehu no new adbiase and Joseph Asari Bediako akwakọ sign ede ama wo mu eho enomo yemrai na yemetie Sports and Recreation Minister Honorable Kofi Adams and na ede to just officially yebe launch league no on Friday ewa Accra Sports Stadium na ekoba ne sadia na chese umbehia all the technical team and the management no bia management so mbabo modern to me a great occasion no na matro
no technical team
ubia all the clubs technical team and management
better na possible
sani obi tunipa jibo betuma tunipa
so technical team and management members na obi born match Friday obi bobo Saturday nti yamba se kotokwa na mo yi technical team member ba no call Friday ye bobo ni wi ana ayi oko 20 no breakum tino dia to aso
eti tie nyina no se obesan code of ethics na che se de tie no obeputu good behavior so far as a league no eba abefiti ase yenkoi na yenkotie honorable ho.
This year's league that will be launched on Friday at the Accra Sports Stadium, we will be seeing some level of improvement in terms of broadcasting, in terms of security, management members, the technical teams, and even the players themselves will sign on to good behavior and to make sure that at least they do what is right. If your stadium facility is not up to standard, it cannot be used for games. We are better off playing at fewer league centers than opening up everywhere and people taking advantage and creating all manner of problems. So I believe that this year's Premier League will see some level of attraction.
You Ebrano Edikai Kwadada ohunti no yemfa de aka no emfa emma echedimu na omo entoaso mfa mayen.
All right, Tino, you better say Zach mama sha sem fu ho ensem no nego no ba bia pese ofa obetimi afa.
I think sir Bashir right of Kwara United.
Yeah, by microphone kakama. Why?
Bashir of Kwara. Wakasa pa na sisi ana me check. I think say Kotoko should be ready for a big match, especially in Ilorin. They should be ready for a very big game over there. Why Maker said they should be ready for a very big game over there, and they said the last time Jibu, these guys in 2022-2023 almost Bekani won 3-1. Bekani won in the following season.
Oh, okay.
But 2022-2023 and the winners of 2024 Combinations Cup in 2023 they beat them 3-1 in Ilorin.
No muko Morocco na yese.
They lost 2-0 there.
Away go 3-1.
Away go na Bekani.
Okay, ebenya wo Nigeria.
Yeah, they be sorry they eliminated Bekani.
Omo yi Bekani.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, sorry.
Bekani be you
omo. With away go. So they 2-0.
And omo be so omo 3-1. Yeah.
Omo di omo free. But my emphasis here is because if a team from Nigeria Kwara Bekani 3-1 nje ona asem nya o enti kire say at least at home and not sure the last time they played in the group stage of Conference Cup na 2007.
Okay.
And was omukro mono no obiaje like in the qualification stage, you know, even though group omo we and omo group B omo we omunya about 5 points or so omo we, but this Nkomoi I'm trying to create the awareness I'm say Ilorin hormone you understand, so that you understand the test ahead of you. Stadium so 18,000 stadium per 18,000 capacity. And it is a you don't kwashawa because baby kura 5 hours drive from Lagos there. And say we check akra e say do kwashawa na ye nhojuma be nhojuma pa. And say make you know based on how they've played recently. But what it means is that they are a side that omuho monom no.
they are able to play very well and get results on here, especially in African competition. It's Kotoko should not underrate Kwara. And on my strong, he said they are not coming here to lose in Ghana here, which I said Kotoko Young Hojuma say based on their records in making recent games now, boy in Africa no, because before Kwara eliminating them no, Jibona this Duanis Diniami of Niger, almost 3-0 Mukromo before beating Bakani 3-0, but not because of 3-1, but because of 2-0 they were eliminated. It's a Mukromo they lose like say Jibo based on results now Omunya recently playing in Omukromo no. Ese Kotoko na Omupepe yi na enkoye yi bia because make no the last time they played in group stage no OGS na omuji 3-0 Okromo USM OGS. I'm giving our listeners and viewers
how good omuye ofie do be say no omo bo na be say oyi omu film a e je say o me say o shemo
because USM OGS omuji 3-0 Bekani 3-1 Niger team no 3-0. It's at home. It looks like say they find a way to get those scoreline a bit me abomo amomakurum the group stage. Let's see how Kotoko would prepare very well, especially game na cause Accra no get a good results. Then now omotimi amuvu akomani na nyama akwanka enso e de amom.
For last one
league needs started this Friday. Jibo, I asked for no. I have a big announcement there and it is. Come on, we change and say just sit down, Baba announce Jamie Machana. Kuma football no. We win ya no. Kufera so mo bro. We win na mudi gaba mudi scare bronco for na teams ni say ya mo bro. Say how Thursday Adechinya Friday na Mokobo league game. Enti bacho enti house no. Management dey me pa no me no as team no.
Mo manage team.
Say yatena ho ama Thursday and ye be trade just ye be share for the season. Ye be done dey achi amansan. Only the omo like very surprising. Mo no need a company be sponsor mo. Mo na mo ye wade. Na wa we wade nso a problem wo ho. Na na league me never want and people say no dey minim dey no dey be ha adwene o. Because now I gwan too much. Actually some league me never want no. Say no dey e be ha adwene o.
Has there be asa na ebo hunu bi akofo ba no ma be beat wo.
And o mo ntan beat wo. Because
me sure so mo je say
yes league ne dey e be ha adwene pa. Seriously, House of Folk should they should omo game no.
Captain Aminti o
enyama ekoso njibo e ha adwene pa.
Aminti o.
Enti banahene specialist hospital na big hospital e wo tema.
We na zaki to ka no.
We na league bi ba.
Me sure say we a.
E wo
enyewe enyewe susu.
Community 17 tema. Okay. So we a whole lot of surgery ne orthopedic and whole lot of nema omoye. And omni vision for na sign 2 years partnership contract. Be provided a lot of healthcare and what have you. You know, I say, young clubs no Ghana no. I bet me sign my name at least a cut cost. And for the next 2 years, he did players he be a pra. I say, Oyerepa. One sanko two bottom kuisika and fan conquer. But what you sue or brand, you know, at the Makati Banahene Specialist Hospital, and for that matter, on also a very place the amount. So a good one. The financial component is clear, but the bottom line is I unveiling. Cannot every president was there, and it is good. Start from somewhere. Anything I make, I say, if it is a government, you know, Adama say sponsorship, but not the clubs will be richer by at least 1 million Ghana cedis. That's a once we are the Nkakra. Ede kanwa I just say the clubs will be ready to go or will be good to go. In a one area, every clubs no power healthcare. Say players April players area any our clubs are show. So what team say what team secure such a contractor? One big area and I will resolve it. One big area. So I entreat other clubs and say munum in near
you better to your master now momo. Yes, you free.
What just a to grandma wa me the full component. Me knew how the contract is like. But bet my say free. So don't so who is in the brand? Okay. Okay, to me say yeah, I forgot about 50% here. Say dan say can be call for whole bill no. So I think say it's a good thing that will encourage clubs to to move for munyum. Say the government no bomoding collaborate with the FA no. Try to bring things up no. Say clubs now to put you cannot be sitting down now for ama was that dey be FA nem famra. Na za ban nem famra. So Asante Kotoko with this lottery what's the name? Alpha Lotto. Fine. All the guys want to move you on your small way unya na kakra e be support the abide be ba no. On top FA league everybody this year. Say league no say oh per your position. Oh there's a financial reward to that effect.
Abide.
What I say? Something that has never happened. You know, you ain't trying to be an investor buying famra, FM famra, abang famra. It war club no so dey na obeti my. And there's a pushy clubs no to also go for the most bet team here. So I commend the Vision FC for the no. Sikakra and can go dey bet 50%. What save some amount of money. And it is good. So I only hope is clubs no by the time league in Asia say na bibia air court.
Last one.
Yes, as to folk hohoi and as to folk omo lancho mu jesi nyame bo adaben echina omo omveli jesi nyame bo echina ya na to the clubs no there jesi no omo nim jesi ombehye be ba cho order here so the unveiling the omo ba ye na yehu but behind the scenes the club nim say I want to believe that the jesi no club ombehye no so omo no ko ba bia say jesi no ho who say how the amount of believe in ways means it will free say say just no house of folk believe say be also call no the traditional swallow ba ho na so person dey just kwa sabe just o be share na onyambo a Friday 7 p.m. no sa just no how e be unveil no e bi wo ho ba unveiling dey ye na akira man for say yen hwe na wo betimi atobi no say on be my e bi am betimi akoto so I want to believe that that is the arrangement. And 2 years arrangement, 2 years deal is good. And government going to create omo areas omo mano. And so Eddie Akahon. And also another stepper. Usanda save sika. About your orders here. Another stepper also the save sika. So it's good. It is a club no ebana team like who's the house they got to come the omo sponsorship omo mre.
Sir.
Omo mre kese comparative analysis. Who compare to other clubs in Ghana here. Because these are the two big clubs in Ghana here. In most say Alpha Lotto go be hu ano na was the future be abeti na say has nso e bi enya bi because yana most of the business no mbasa no mtai has ne kotoko no ma share the amount. So I think that let's wait and see okay. They back on board but it's all good.
I mean tiwai
unse we are say obi en ordinance abenkum be kire any few kwan kwar eni no ba be kan de obeka na ba be kika to yam pia ma wa kika de obeka so what you say but enya dia ye be so say kwar aba be yikotoko afiri mukuru ma say ene dia
no obobutu na obotre
oh say make us say for the development of the game the investment as
dia na be ye makwara ntimi chekotoko
msi yan so menga say ye ni ebebu but yen so se kwara yikotoko a yen so na people be held accountable for their performance I know there enya there this is a club placing 14th in the Nigerian league Jibo placing 14th in the Nigerian league almost 18 players and yekotoko so
14
no man said anya there papa bia as our Nigeria league no boy almost de nka ha so a FA Cup slot and everybody Confederations Cup. The point is very clear. I mean, if you are looking for a club to put any fear of Kotokumua, Kwara any kind of account, there is difference between one day estimate you. Now we show dominance. Every Nipanaso. That's what I say. You should be mindful of the threat. That's why I'm happy with the Nazaki Tokikan. Because Nipanwa Banedi possesses some form of threat. The difference between Kwara and Kadiogo is that Kadiogo was a league winner in Burkina. Kadiogo no a G League or Burkina. Today a Burkina champion versus Ghana champion. Where Ghana do third, and do 14th for Nigeria and everybody. Enyepe. What studies at times na see Babe you got to free ma. Not me place be a second or Nigerian league. No de ba. Ebi a BYC no. With the Liberian league. But in all those instances, amount for antiase. Kadiogo see we go for antiase. Kadiogo okay we na 9.7 see form.
Yeah.
I think it's about 7 o'clock na no ntimi see form. Na David in see form. Nti amount for antiase no kra na champion of Burkina Faso. Go for antiase.
Na nyakara.
Naka Kwara. Ono ye kan say. Where the 14th? Oh there be. Eno dey me sure say obi crank obi emboso.
Nti sa no ha na be fa ya o.
Obia. From Zito to playing body to IMC Obia. Me kura ma anya dibo. What do you say you kuruma? Asemu ha ehun hia kura so beka. So what you ask? If work be you free. And the people have respect for work. Omubuo no e wo soro. Me no kura nkyere say Odon sa ko gu achi no ama 5 no ama 4 we kai a enema house supporters ne mpanifo ni jasa ma obuadu no obo hu ne se matches na abuadu bo na eden but se ye sha wo 6 aye nte ase senka omo she house 2-1 ebi aswara fo yi omo she house ebi a 1-0 bi penalties bi ne ayi wa frim fair enough but say 4 omo nte ase so you are supposed to go in there and fight all out. They na news be ba say same court company for ne coach Karim Zito akasa man deadline. Me find out na nya no kre.
Deadline for day.
I'm say man 3 matches. Nti me be two
just.
Nti me hwehwehwem na say komo bi asa anko so. Na me kai say ebra ye story ni wie no. Under the comment section I saw some of the supporters actually say and when said that he say man 3 matches because 3 matches be done anymore and born homoden a omonte ase man. Kotko Chelsea. Jibo. We are Kwara home and away. Brekum Chelsea. Sabram no kaso maton Gregory Obense chere na ma aduana. Omaton Zakaria Fusini. Amakotoko. Omaton Hubejewu. Amakotoko.
Mizaka ye free ne sa
ko. Mizaka free ko aduana. Steven Amankuna ko on so atukwan. CM ofi ochene ko ye nya abotra hwe. Eye brekum Chelsea team na bonse muntokuro pa anya dokuro ketwa. Esoso. What in Kobanase? They've made some additions, but it looks like they are now putting up a new team as compared to Kotoko. It says it to finding a way. And we have been a last season first game Kotoko ne Karela. Na Karela make it changes after so Koko relegation will make it changes at Kotoko share na pam or share 1-0 and better than the baby. Some
1-0 na pam.
Eh, na say nya better.
Obed.
Na Ghana League and
Chef Cause o che no man pine na say
Ghana League and Chef 4 ne 3 o. O ko so bi 1-0 wa we pam o dibo. Sanete. Enti so to aso. That is what people are expecting. Enti opinion ni be kan dia. But they should be mindful of any form of complacency and the da. But see e be hye de. Me yi wa free mu de. Me nya so say o se be kele kotko season kra answer mabo kumase yo. Se kwara yi kotko free ma. Answer no mabo first match of our sports to dia gra ye betimi akan nipa more. Ye cast your stadium a ebetimi be 15 minutes akan nipa no answer kra ne ya commentary for ball no. You was some American obekaya. Ebra Kadiogo yi kotko free mu. The next game kotko ne has game na end in a draw. Ya o bless de no. Kotko bo nso atre midweek bi. Captain Areho. Na Areho. Midweek stadium be 30 minutes late. Na metimi kan nipa na o stadium. To be kaya sa season amanfo so jagu na na amponsa so say attendance for form. The third season no. One Ghana Kotoko politics third season. Into that time no na Kadiogo exit no anyhow akotko start league no na ma chitafo na be ma busa league ne je na eden ayedin until that attendance was extremely terrible. So if you beat Chelsea, you eliminate Kwara, then when you come to Baba Sports Stadium, Obetewaka, Eban Sampa, all the necessary proposals are necessary proposals are marketing team ne dia akoto companies anymore.
Evidence.
Yes. Ni nyina be start here from. Yeah. Enti esuomusi we dia be se esiusi
03 meba obetwaso 0322494401 0322494771 0244927576 0244927576. Okay, Obed. TNSA
has for JC no. I'm so bad announce it. It will get better. I say get better. On say your clubs no adia ba ko a Jibo te say pa adia ba ko a o ton fast sports one ska wo mpa ejesi o.
But omo hu.
Ene Kroma boys no bia so ton jesi o. So what steady a? Wo bia ton jesi o.
Obedi yanko line so na na etiefo ne ahwefo ni nkomo udi ba bia kasa finado asmato aso.
Adanguma sihine nana ntiamu apenyi na otosumienu ne ofa ase kronkron oboyze ne atano dumase na meti meju
oboyze ne yanko
Yibo ezimze kwalafo omupiero no akasa bet Kotoko yentra masa yenso sa na ma we su biem of late Kotoko has not been eliminated by any Nigerian club or no on fasa the national dream Kotoko any Nigerian club be more two-legged affair Elusu, you know. This year against Quarano, we are going to beat them here heavily. Now you are away near Tano Mako, ye the Naya, you must go Quaran yet to make you got to confirm.
Yeah, so where's in a tosso went to me and so okay. Would you maybe I can say Finado as Matuaso?
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Capitoni.
Capitoni.
Organizer Santa Himan. Open the American say, yes, Kotoko supporters. They say, meaning that yes, league. The next week is so, yeah, more African Cup, no. And yes, say, I'm penning for the African Cup, no, you are. Omun Pake, this war, Nayana, yes, you can have contact military, Ewo and Klein. Meaning, say, Yamitia City, Kadiago, your baby, Kotoko, the beginning of him, Medasi.
Mesmedasi, Yantuaso. Udi baby akaza finado asmatuaso.
Hello, Jibo.
Yes, sir.
Good evening, that is I.
Boko.
Now thank you. Mami cha abeja funyina.
Nana yetiu pa na bibia boko de.
Mami basta to mincha first sports minister ne you racket. Omo ya dia pa mo bo mo de omo ya ga mi sro mo. Ibo ma ba to pa ni keto ko mi bo ma ba to pa. Event Jibo. Otoko, getting Bible down much. It seems that over as a eat the one out with Trevery or Manaba Mumu, Yabba went down what you said. I've been never said you nothing. You said a day, if I want to never tell what you are.
Nana, yet was maybe I got a finado as Matuazu.
Hello?
Yes, sir. Otianka. Hello? Hello.
Hello, Jibo. Good evening.
Yeah, you so. Okay, but you eat you.
Money is my father, and I'm with my Ghana, my Santa Marina. I'm a boy, I'm a Friday. Yes, I say, Ghana community. I'm saying, I could be a Yasano. I asked the book on a long phone and stuff. Now I'm saying, yeah, he is on a young Canada, the show matches or no. You said them who Promobia, then I said, yes, before I said, now, near my dad and Nano Muso Moye, you who Promobia, Promoje, TV station, and apart from some bear announcement at the production, you who TV channel be a show your matches or
Okay, yeah, that's it. Oh no, fair for free so. Nti no nsia so abo. Yentimi emfa course ni biem. Ye de mo esi ha. Nyame ya adoma wo kina da foforo ye be se hia na de agudie mu nsem de abramo. Anopate base no 6:30 ekopim 6:50 na asore so. Today's sports 9:30 to 12. Now for highway sports 4:30 to 6 p.m. Tie sorry sui no nsi akase ebo na eba krobia mefie broni na anklebo